Okay, guys. Hi, and welcome to the webinar from XTEN-AV all about proposals. My name is Vip Singh, and today we're going to discuss about our proposal tool. It's only going to be about the proposal tool and how we're going to use the proposal tool. Thanks for everyone who has joined in. I know everyone in the world is going through a difficult time. I hope everyone is staying safe, and thanks again for taking time out for attending this webinar. So I have on the panel with me my colleague Sahil Dhingra, who is also a co-host. So some of the rules for the webinar. So if you have any questions, please ask all your questions in the Q&A section, which you have, which you can see, because then we can record all the questions and then we can answer them in a systematic way. And then we can also email you the answers as well. Uh, Apart from that, everyone is going to remain on mute because right now, as I could see, we have almost over 118 participants in this webinar. So if we unmute everyone, it's going to be chaos. So please bear with that. Whatever questions you have, please ask them in the Q&A section. All right, so we'll try and keep it short. We'll try and take the questions as we move along, as we get time, or towards the end of the webinar. So on the agenda for today, we have proposals. So we're going to go through how we navigate through the proposal page, what all settings, what all tools that you have on the proposal page, how to get to the proposal page, and then how the other different features are, like templates, adding new, saving them, editing, how to use the editing tool, areas and item line, new line item feature, new stuff which you have added in general and advanced settings, how you can lay out and how you can customize the PDF for your customer, how you can download Excel sheets for yourself, for your internal consumption as an integrator. There's a preview feature we're going to see how you can make revisions and versions, and how do you finally review and submit the proposals. Okay, so coming on to the proposal tool, this is how the proposal page looks like. So I'm going to come on how do we get to this page in the second part. But starting off, this is how the proposal tool or the proposal page looks like once you get here. So starting from the top, so this blue link, which we call as breadcrumb, is actually a link to the project page for which this proposal is associated to. So if you click on it, you can directly visit the project page. Then coming down, we have the first section, which is the cover image and the logo section. So to edit this, you can click on the edit option here and then click on the cover image. And then this will give you list of options which you can choose from the library which we have, or you could upload your own image as well. That's up to you. And then you could also upload your own company logo here as well. Again, just click on it and upload the logo from the files from your computer. And then once that is done, just hit save. The next section is the name of the proposal. Again, click on the edit button, name of the proposal, the customer information, your personal or company information, all of that could be saved here. Moving on, we have different sections in the proposal. The first one is the cover letter section. We have different sections here. So there's a cover letter, there's a project description, then we have the areas and items. So cover letter and project description are totally editable. We have a full-fledged drawing editing tool built in, which you could use. You can copy paste data from your existing files, your Word files or PDF files right into here. You could use the image upload feature to insert images. So pretty much everything which you can do in any advanced editing tool, all the features are built in here. So these are the by default sections which you have, which will come as part of the PDF. So project description is there. Then we have the areas and items section. This is where you will be able to see all the list of your items in your BOM for the project or the design which you're working on. We're going to come on this a bit later, and how do we work around this? And how do this is our actual working sheet. Apart from this, the other things that you can see in areas and items are rooms. So if you have different rooms in your project, we'll be able to see room-wise BOM as well. So just click on these, and then you'll be able to see room-wise BOM. And you can just click on the plus button to add more rooms to your proposal as well. And then you have the summary section, which will have the full items of all the rooms which you have in your project. Again, I will come on to the editing part a bit later. Then we have the scope of work section. So if you're working from the questionnaire method of doing designs in XTEN-AV, we auto-generate the scope of work, and that will automatically be pre-filled here from whatever has been generated previously. Or you can, again, we have the editing feature here, so you can edit this and save it the way you want. Then we have the SLA section. Again, if you want to do a service level agreement and want to propose for that, there's an SLA section. And then we have, towards the end, we have the profit and pricing breakdown section, where you will be able to see all your gross margin, your gross profit percentage, all the costs for equipment, labor, shipping, and taxes, whatever is applicable. And then we have the terms and conditions section. Again, you can copy paste all of this and use the editing tool to add as many terms and conditions like the other sections which we have. And then we have a checklist, which reminds you to make sure that you have not missed out on certain important items in the BOM, like mounts or cables or connectors or things like that, which are important. So there's a nice checklist here. Then we have the setting section, which we're going to discuss a bit later. And then we have the actions section, which we're going to discuss again. So the next part is, so this was just a brief overview of all the sections which we have. We will discuss the settings in detail as we move along. But before that, how do we actually get onto the proposal page? What are the ways by which we can get onto the proposal page? So there are three methods by which you can get onto the proposal page. The first one is, again, I'm seeing someone is sending a message in the chat window. I would recommend that you please put your messages in the Q&A section. Okay, so the first way to get to the proposals is we have this proposals button here. If you will click on it, it will open up an all proposals page, which is this page. This is where you'll be able to see list of all the proposals which you have been working on. There will be a unique proposal ID to each proposal based on the date on which it was created. So from here, you can just press create proposal button, and then it will open up a blank proposal page for you. Now you want to do this if you just want to use XTEN-AV as a proposal tool. So this first method is if you don't want to do questionnaire, if you don't want to do your design in Extra, add your own BOM or questionnaire, you just want to use XTEN-AV as a proposal tool. So you go under proposals and then get onto the all proposal page and click create proposal. Once you click create proposal, it will open up this proposal page. Now you will see this is kind of a blank. There's everything is by default, so you can change the cover image here. Everything is empty. The cover letter is not there. Description's not there. Even the areas and items, there is no items in the BOM as well. But the good thing is that you can add items yourself. So just click on the add items button, which is this one. Click on it, search for the product which you need. You can again search from XTEN-AV library and my library. Those of you who attended the Extra webinar know that we have these two libraries. You can build your own library, which is called my library. So you can search from both the libraries and then just click on add to proposal, save changes. and then an item will be added. Or you could also use the upload BOM feature, where you can download the sample file, which looks something like this, where you can put in your make, model, description, your dealer pricing, quantity, and part number exactly in the format as it is shown here. And then you can upload it here, and then in one go, you will be able to see all your items in the proposal, and then you'll be able to work on it. Now, the next question is, which I'm sure a lot of you would be thinking about: do we every time have to edit this image, add our logo, edit our information, standard stuff like a cover letter or project description, or the terms and conditions, which could remain consistent through all the proposals? So do we need to add all of this every time? No, the answer is no for that. We have something known as templates. So you can save templates and apply templates and make default templates so that you don't have to do these things again and again. So how do we do that? So if you'll go under apply edit template, it will give you the list of all the templates which you have created previously. So you just select that template, and if you want, you can make that template as a default template as well. So if you mark this as a default template, the next time a new proposal will open up, all your settings will automatically be applied. So it will not be a blank template. And then you could also share this template. If you are the account administrator, you can share this template with your organization as well, or different groups within the organization as well, so that the entire company can work on a same template. So you do that, and you then click apply. So you will see that it will apply all the changes. So while it does that, let me show you the other methods of getting onto the proposal page. Now, the other methods are, of course, as you would have worked on XTEN-AV, you would have seen that there are three methods of doing design. So there is XDraw, there is questionnaire, and there is add your own BOM. So you can go through any of these three methods. And then once you complete a design in any of these three methods, this is your design page, where you see the list of all your design documents. So you will get a line schematic, single flow diagram, rack layout, cable schedule, ceiling speaker layout. So from here, you can just click on create new. So for proposals, so if you want to create a proposal just for a single design, which has been completed either via questionnaire, XDraw, or add your own BOM method. So this is where you can just click on create new, and it will open up, it will create a new proposal for you. So that's the second method. Now the third method is from the project page, actually. So let's say this is your project, and if you have worked on XTEN-AV before, you know that inside the project there can be multiple rooms. Like I have this oyster meeting room and a coral meeting room, or there can be more rooms here. There can be auditorium, and there can be other stuff. So many a times we want to do a combined proposal for all of these, right? So for that, as you can see on the project page, you have a create proposal button. And inside the project page, you can also see the list of all the proposals, all the different versions of the proposals which you have worked. Again, I'm seeing people asking questions in the chat window. Please don't ask questions in the chat window. Please ask your questions in the Q&A. I'm sorry, getting back. So this is where you have the proposals versions which you can see. And to create a new version, just click on create proposal. Then it will give you an option for original BOM or edited BOM. I recommend that you always use original BOM, because you can edit the BOM inside the proposal as well. So just click on create proposal, and then it will take you to the proposal page. Now coming back to our first proposal, this is where I applied the template. So now you'll be able to see that the customer information is there, from information is there, the cover letter automatically comes in, the project description also comes in. All I have done is just applied a template. That's all I have done. Scope of work will remain empty because every project is new, so you'll have to write the scope of work yourselves. SLA has come in here. Even the cost and the margin, the settings inside here have been applied as well. So this is how you go in a new proposal and click on apply edit template to change to apply a template which you want. And if you have made a template a default, so you will see that I created this new proposal, and now for the oyster meeting room, and you will see my default template has been automatically be applied because I had made this template at default. So all the same settings are in here. You will see even the terms and conditions have been auto populated as well. All my settings, like my margins, taxes, discount, shipping, labor costs, all have been saved as a template, and I made that as a default template, and all have been applied automatically. So this is how you can apply template. Now to create a new template, what you can do is just click on save as a new template, give your template a name, uh, and then save it. So you'll see the template is saved now. So next time you can just go under apply and apply that template to any proposal which you're working on. Or you can also save changes to an existing template as well. So if you want to add some changes to an existing template, just click on save changes to existing template. You will see the list of all the templates. This is the newest one which I just created. Just select that and it's saved. So all your changes will automatically be added there. Right. So that's how you do templates. Let me see what questions we have. Can you organize proposals such as it is by discipline and the areas that are included in that discipline? I think most of your questions are going to be answered with what I'm going to show next. So let's see. Okay, so coming back to our proposal. For multiple rooms. So let's work on this proposal. So we have, so now the things to discuss here are the areas and items and how we can edit areas and items, how we can work on our cost pricing and everything in here. So for that, as you could see here, so if you have multiple rooms inside your project, it will automatically create rooms for you. And room wise, you'll be able to see all your line items, and you could add more rooms like I told you before. And if you have to edit uh, the selling prices and the cost prices, so you will go under edit. So now you'll see if you are inside a meeting room or a specific room, you can just edit the quantity of that particular product. Reason being because we want to keep it consistent in the summary page, so that all the cost pricing and margin settings you can only do in the summary page. Otherwise it will become confusing because you could have these items into different rooms as well. So here you could only change the quantity, and that really makes sense because room wise you're just concerned with the quantity of each item. And you could add more items to each room as well. So you just select the room which you're working in and add more items. So you can room wise add items as well. So that's how you do room wise editing. Now, if you have to do editing for each line item in here, so there are two ways. So you could individually click on the edit button here, and then it will allow you to edit each and everything except for the quantity, because quantities have to be as per the rooms. So you can change the make, model, description. MSRP is we are taking by default what we have on the platform. You can change it yourself. And then cost pricing. So the cost pricing can be managed by you under your own library. So once you upload all the products which you work with your cost pricing and dealer pricing in your local currency, you will automatically see here that you will get your cost prices in. So it's important that you work under my library and you add your cost prices. So there are different ways to add cost prices. So you could either go under, we have this organization settings. That is where you can upload the pricing for the entire organization for all your products, all your dealer pricing, or you can work under my library, which is here, and you could upload all your products in one go. And you could do the same in Xdraw or add your own BOM as well. So that's for the cost price. So even if you don't have the cost price in, you would still be able to add the cost prices in the proposal tool. But it will make sense that whatever product you add under my library, you add your cost prices so that you don't have to add it again and again. So you have the cost prices, then you can add your margin. It will calculate the selling price. And then we have the other sections like the equipment discount if you want to give individual line item wise discount, and then what will be the extended price. So this is what you could do under the areas and items if you individually want to edit each section. Now, if you don't want to do an individual edit, then you could go under the settings wheel here. And this is where things get interesting and you get a lot of options, a lot of things which you can work around under the settings. So as you could see here, so there are three types of settings which you could do. So there's general, advanced, and PDF layout. So starting with general, the first thing, you could create your proposal in different currencies. So by default, if you're outside of the US, now we have the ability by which you can work in your local currency, be it euro or any other currency which is there. But let's say you still want to quote outside of your base currency. My base currency is USD. So I can just choose over 200 currencies which I have in the list. And then it will automatically fetch the exchange rate, and or you could override the exchange rate yourself as well. Now labor. So for labor, I'll have to first go under the advanced settings. So under the advanced, the first question is, would you like to charge labor on total equipment cost instead of individual items? So if you say no to this, then you will be able to apply a percentage on each line item for the labor, which is one way of doing labor. A lot of people like to do it that way. So you can put a percentage like 10, 20% or whatever percentage on each line item, or you can put in a fixed amount on each line item as well. If you don't want to do that and you want to charge labor as per the different costs which you incur, like the administration costs, engineering costs, project management costs, staging costs, commissioning, installation, programming, training. These are the costs which we typically charge as labor and services. So then again, there is this small check which says display cumulative labor breakdown in client PDF. If you check this, then all this breakdown will be shown in the customer PDF. If you do not check this, then only the total for all these costs will be shown to the customer. So you have both the options, whatever you want to share with the customer. While we are on labor, you can also calculate the labor based on the total number of hours and your hourly rate. So that is something which you can put in here and we'll calculate for you. And then once you save it as a template, it will be saved across all your proposals. So you can save your labor rate as consistent as a template. And then you can, next time for other proposals, you can just change the labor hours. So that is one way of doing it. Now you will say that these headers are not enough. I would like to charge other costs as well. like I would like to charge a traveling cost, something is there. So either I can put in a number or I can just calculate with the total number of hours and hourly rate, but I'll just put in a random number in here. So I've just put in the traveling costs in here, and I can add as many headers as I want. I could delete them as well. And I could check and uncheck each one of these which I don't want. So that's how you do labor. Now coming back to the general settings. So then we have the labor taxes. So if you want separate taxes, then you can have labor tax put in separately. And then we have the margin section. So now a lot of people like to work on markup. A lot of people like to work on margins. So now there is a difference between the calculations. All of us know that. So you could choose which method which you want to work on, whether you want to work on margin or you want to work on markup. So that's up in your hands. And then the next question is, would you like to apply a single tax on all your items? If you say yes to this, so you will see I have said yes to this. So the labor tax is grayed out. I cannot change this. So this means that I can just apply a single tax on all my equipment, labor, shipping, everything, just one single tax. A lot of countries do like that. A lot of regions do like that. A lot of regions have different taxes for, equipment, for services, for shipping. So that's why we have this option. And now you can also change the name of the tax as well as per your needs. So you can call it VAT, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it GST or whatever you would like to call it. And for the people in the US, we have this apply state tax. So this is only for the people in the US. So you can enter your zip code and it will automatically fetch the tax rate for that state. This is only for the people in the US. So if you're outside of the US, you'll have to put in your own tax percentage here. Now, the next question is, would you like to apply equipment discount on individual line items? Now, if you say yes to this, you will see inside the areas and items, this new column will open up where you will be able to apply a discount on each line item. So, which means that you can have different discounts for different items if you want to do this. Or if you want to do a lump sum discount on all the items, then you choose no. If you choose no, then this column will go away and then you'll just apply the percentage of discount on all on the total of all the items which you have in the BOM. So that's equipment discount. And then we have shipping. So for shipping, again, we have two ways. So you can do percentage or amount. So again, percentage will apply on the total equipment cost which you have in the BOM. Or if you know exact amount, how much you want to spend on shipping, then you can just put in that amount. So I'm going to put in an amount in here. So that's equipment. So that's the shipping part. Again, you'll see the shipping taxes have been disabled here. You cannot enter anything here because I have chosen to have a single tax on all items. So that's general setting. Now let's come on to the advanced settings. So advanced settings, labor is the first thing which I have told you. Cumulative labor breakdown in client PDF. If you check, then all of this breakdown will come in the PDF. If you uncheck it, this option, then you will just get the total of all the labor costs which are here. You can add more sections. Now next, would you like to add a service level agreement? Yes, if you'll say yes, it will give you options for 3 levels of service level agreement. By default, we call it as silver, gold, and platinum. You could obviously edit these the way you want. And you could select either you just want to have 1 or you can have 3 or whatever as per your preference. And then you can also put in a percentage on the total equipment cost and you'll calculate the the 3 tiers for you automatically. Then we have one more option here, which is for any optional products. So if you will say yes to this, then you will see there will be a new section after areas and items which will open up, where you can add optional items, and those optional items will be, outside. So they will be outside of the total cost of your proposal. So your customer can actually pick and choose which items they want, and then you can come back and edit your proposal and add those items to your main proposal, which is your main areas and items. So that option is also there to do optional products. Now coming on to the next and very interesting option, which is, what do we really want to show to our customer? Many a times I have got this query and question from almost many of our users, is that I don't want to show exact make and model, or I don't want to show a lump. I don't want to give any line item wise price. I just want to do a lump sum pricing. So all those, you will see all those permutations and combinations are available here. So I will just select these. Make model. So I want to show description, quantity, make model. If I want, I can show the MSRP as well. I'll not choose that. I'll choose the selling price of individual unit, and then the total extended price. So these are my selections. Now coming on to the next items. Again, this is a new thing which we have added. Would you like to have room-wise areas and items? So as you could see here, as I showed you, there are different rooms, an oyster room and a coral room. So in my customer PDF, I can give separate bombs for each room. So this option is for that. So I want to show to the customer how much each room is going to cost. And then if you need a summary before the cost of each room, you can have a summary as well, where you will have all the items, and then you will have room wise details. So that's something which is going to be there. And then we have, do you want to exclude taxes? Now, some of the customers have asked that sometimes they want to propose to the customer without taxes. Again, that is also an option. So if you want to do with taxes or without taxes, then what spelling of labor, American English or British English? So that's one of the biggest things that you had so far. We only had LABOR. So now you have both the options. Apart from this, everything else is customizable, typeable, so you can change in your own local language. Now this is the next one, and a cool thing. Would you like to add a theme to your proposal? Now theme is, I'll show you what it means. So there's the corners of the PDF can be customized with a nice theme. And earlier we just had one color by default. So now if you say yes to add theme, you will have all the colors of a rainbow to choose from. Right now we only have these colors, but we are looking at adding more colors and more themes as well to the proposal. But right now this is what we have. If you don't want anything, you just select no. And then the last option is, would you like to round off to a whole number instead of 2 decimal places? Now this is individual preference. Some people want to round off, some people don't want to round off. So I have selected no. I want to have exact pennies and cents. I want to extract everything from my customer. So that's all you have in the advanced settings. Now let's come on to the PDF layout. Now PDF layout actually gives you the list of all the sections which you have in your PDF. Again, so you could arrange these as per your preference. So let's say I want to move, what do I move? Let's say I want to move areas and items before project description. I can do that. But in this case, I'll just put this back here. I can choose to enable or disable sections here. No, and then so these are the default names which we have, like scope of work, which you can see here. By default, in here in the UI, it will remain like this. But if you want to change it in the client PDF, like in the client PDF, if you want to change a cover letter to an executive summary, you can do that. And let's say you want to add more sections. Let's say you want to add a company profile. You can do that. And you can add more sections as well. And then I can just move it before here. So that's how you work in the PDF layout section. Now, once you have done all the changes, all the settings, so remember the save button is common for all the three of these. So once you have done all the settings, so if you want to save time and don't want to do save again and again, because it takes some time to apply all these settings, and it takes a few seconds or a minute to apply, and it takes some time to load. So it will be easier that you do all the settings at once and then you hit save. So let's do save. And now it will apply all the settings which we have chosen. So while it does this, let me show you some other things which I skipped. So in the areas and items, we have a new feature now by which you can actually change the order. Oops. You can just move the sections, move the products up and down and change the order like this. So this is there. Now we are also thinking of adding more rows in here by which you can create, headers like audio section, video section, or control section, but that is not there right now, but we'll add it. But you can arrange the order of each the way you would want it to be. And then we have, let's see if it is done. Yeah. So my settings have been applied. And let's see if I have a new section of company profile. Yeah, so I have a new company profile section here. I can just write, this is my company profile. And whatever changes you make, it asks you to save automatically so that you don't forget to save it, because many times it happens that if you don't save it, the changes will not reflect. So you just click on save. So you can do save here or just click on save here. So the company profile is done. Now, the next and the most important thing is that changes have been applied on all my items here in the BOM. So whatever margins and everything which I had put in here, so those have been applied. Now, I guess there are some items for which I don't have the cost pricing in here. So if you want to individually want to edit, uh, let's say something, you don't want to give 10% equipment discount consistent on all the items, but you want to do it on certain items only. So the best thing is that you first do the bulk settings and do save. Once the bulk setting is done, then you come in here and then you get into the edit mode, add in your cost pricing in here like this. And and then I'll just delete some of the items which I don't have the cost pricing here. Make things easier. Or I'll just leave it like this because it can show you an additional feature. So now, let's say I want to change the discount here to 5%. So this is what you do. Once you do the bulk settings, then you come inside here and do the individual settings. So this is something which you should always remember. Otherwise, if you do the individual settings first here, and then if you will go back and apply the bulk settings and do save, your individual settings will be overwritten. So please remember to do individual settings after you have done the bulk settings. Right, so let me see what we have gone through. Adding more products to the areas and item, adding different rooms, all general settings, margin marker, all advanced settings, labor, PDF layout, downloads. Okay, so now we're pretty close to the end of this. So let me show you now as an integrator, if you want to download your worksheet of your cost price, your margin, so that you can calculate your profits and all those things, and or give it to internally for your accounting department or something like that. So you can download this as an Excel and PDF. So that's pretty simple. So it will download the Excel file for you, and you can download a PDF as well. So the Excel file will look something like this. So it will have your cost pricing, your margins, and everything in here. Or with your part numbers also, if you have put in the part number. Sometimes part numbers can be internal codes as well. Or you could download it as a PDF as well. Now, so I think we have done everything, and now it is time to see how our PDF is going to look like. We've applied templates, we have done all the settings, we have added all the costs in here, paperwork is there, I've added all the sections, all the settings are complete, and now I want to see how my PDF is going to look like. So now I will go under actions, and then I will click on client PDF preview. So this will give you the PDF preview of how your proposal is gonna look like. So it takes some time to download. Sorry about my slow internet. If you have a faster one, it will show up faster. So this is how your proposal will look like. So this is the theme which I was talking about. So you can have you can have Vibgyor, which is all the colors of the rainbow. If you would like to have this. If you don't want to have this, then you can just say no to this. And we'll add more colors and themes. So you have your table of contents, your executive summary. So instead of cover letter, now it's called executive summary. And then I have my project description, all my areas and items, exactly how I wanted, description, make, model, selling price, individual selling price. For some items, I had not put in the cost price, so it's showing zero. But anyways, if you add it, it will show up. So, and the extended price multiplied by the quantity. So this is your summary. So you'll see you're doing a room-wise PDF. So this is your summary of all the items. It will give you a total price. Then it will give you meeting room-wise or different room-wise BOM and the total cost for that room as well. And then towards the end, it will give you all your pricing breakdown. What's your equipment cost, how much discount you're giving, how much is the labor, what's the shipping, and then what's the taxes, and then what's the total, and then what's the labor, breakdown of what all things that you're asking your customer for. And then scope of work is as usual. Then we have company profile, like we added in there, service level agreement. So now you know how you can customize all of this, save it, and do it the way you want. We'll be adding more, features, beautification features in this going forward, but I think it is pretty robust right now for what it is. So this is how you can preview, and then once you find everything is okay, then you can go and download a client PDF and an integrator PDF. An integrator PDF is different from client PDF, that it will give you your cost prices, your margins and profits and everything. So you can use that for internal references. Client PDF will download the PDF which you just saw as a preview. And then we have covered the templates. Now, if I want to make a copy of this or save it as a revision, so that's pretty, so let's say I come back, I want to make a change in this proposal. So I'll open it up, click on make a copy and give a new name and save it. And it will create a copy of your or a new version of the same proposal with the changes which you want. We kind of like, save as works in, Microsoft products. So you can save as a new version or a new copy. So that's there. And then we have a review and submit proposal button, which basically, if you will click on that, it will give you the checklist again. So you can just go through the checklist and let me go through this, save it. And then you could actually send this PDF right from our servers to your customer. Just enter the email address and enter the email address. Want to copy to yourself, put the subjects, the email body, and just click on send, and you will see you'll get a nice email with the PDF attached. So that is one feature if you want to use, if you want to send a proposal from our servers, or otherwise you can download it as a PDF. And apart from that, I think there is nothing else which is there. The only thing which remains is we have the actions button at the bottom as well. So wherever you are, you can use all the same options up top or the bottom of the page. Okay, so I think that was all under proposal. So this is again, I'll show you the PDF. So exactly how we wanted it to be, pretty neat and clean, and much better than using an Excel sheet and managing Excel sheet. So we have a cloud platform where you can create your design, your drawings, everything in one place, and then you can even create your proposals. You have the CRM features. So it's like a combination of three products into one with all the AI and the automation features plugged into it. Okay, so I think we're doing pretty good on the time. So let's take the question and answers. So we already have 15 questions answered. So we have, first one is from Richard Milson. Can you organize a proposal such that it is by discipline? I have already answered this. You can reorder the line items. Going forward, you're going to add a way by which you can insert rows by which you can organize them into different disciplines like video, audio control, assuming that that is what you meant. Sumant Sri is asking, hi, how can we check the materials from the section for that we need to load that? What are the materials we use in the room, right? How can we check the materials from the section for that we need to load that the materials? Okay, I don't get this question. Aaron Jones, can you create a proposal with more than one method? Yes, Aaron, we can create proposal. I literally showed you in this. So you can create proposals in all the methods. So questionnaire, XDraw, add your own bomb directly from the proposal page. Sorry, the project page, which is, yeah, which I showed it to you. So you can create a proposal from, this is, yeah. So you can create a proposal from different ways, three different ways, and directly from the proposals button here as well. In bomb section, John, can I remove a room from the proposal in this current view? So the ability to select, add, remove rooms that I want to include. Yeah, so you can remove, if you remove rooms from your project, it will automatically remove rooms from your proposal as well. Is there a way to group rooms by equipment type, video, cabling, hardware? No, yeah, so I think I answered this earlier. So we're going to add sections, ability to add sections by which you can add headers like video, audio, cabling, hardware, etc. Peter, are you able to customize each labor item? Yes, we can customize each labor item. I just showed it to you. You can add, labor items under here. So you can just go under advanced, and this is where you can add custom labor items, as many you want, and customize them and save them. Is it Nesh? Lucas is asking, is it possible to filter by brand? That's a good question. Let me see if it is. I think you can search here. No, you cannot. Yeah, so that's a good question. Not right now. You cannot filter by brand right now, but that's a good suggestion. We can have a look at that. Mahesh is asking, is there a possibility to have a technical write-up of each or main products of the BOQ? Maybe can pick from. Yeah, we do have the descriptions, which are pretty technical for each item. Uh, in the summary section, yes, Lucas, I answered that. Jeremy Birch is asking, how does XTEN handle manufacturers that have hashtags in addition to model numbers? Like extra, I think you mean part code. So yeah, so when you upload products, you can enter the part numbers as well, and apart from the model numbers. I think I showed the Excel sheet here. So we have the part number field also in here, and there's a part number field here as well. So yeah, we can handle both ways. Lucas again is asking, is it possible to have is it possible to have room name as heading when final proposal made? Yes, I just showed that to you. So we can have that in the PDF. Yeah. So you'll see the room names are there. So the room names are there. So you can have it room wise. After downloading in as Excel, we edit there as well. Yes, you can download Sumant, you can download in Excel and do your editing whatever way you want. Ernesto is asking, can you also use your company house style theme? Not as of now, but yes, maybe in the future we are looking at giving that feature as well. Can I add my floor plan in my proposal? Well, we are very soon going to launch a feature by which you can download all your drawings and documents, like your floor plan, your schematics and everything, as as a zip file, which you can attach along with your proposal and send to your customer. Is there a way to show project options not included in the main? Yes, I showed that to you. So if you say yes to optional product section, which we have here, we have the optional products section here. If you say yes to this, it will give you another section here in areas and items where you can add optional items, optional products, and it will be separate from your main system total. Exactly. I don't want to remove the room from the project. John is asking, I don't want to remove the room from the project just from the proposal. Yeah, I think that's a good suggestion. I think we need to give an ability to remove rooms from the proposal as well. I think we'll do that, John. Again, John is asking, so the ability to choose which rooms go in the proposal as customer will change their mind for which rooms they want. May you want to have select room you want to include in the new proposal in the project. Yeah, exactly. We can do that. Not right now, but yes, makes sense. So Mahesh is asking again, descriptions are generally very brief and do not mention the USPs that the OEM may include in their brief summaries of important product. Yeah, but then we for many products we also have the spec sheet, so you can attach this, you can download the spec sheets from our servers as well. But to have the whole descriptions of all the items in the BOM, I don't know if that will really help, because that will kind of make the proposal very lengthy. but we'll see. If a lot of people will do a survey, if a lot of people ask for it, then we'll do it probably. I've just launched a poll of a feedback. So all of you who are online, please just do reply on that. And if you have any suggestion how to improve, you can improve these sessions. You can just mention in the comment section on the chat window or in the Q&A as well. Swati Nain is asking, will there be a history log so we can compare the previous version and see who and when the changes happen? Yeah, so we do have that, so if you will go, let me show that to you, how does the history log works. So we have this all proposals page. This is where you will see the list of all the proposals, who is the owner, date wise when it was created, what stage it is in. So that's one way of looking at it. Then the other way is that if you are working on a design, let's say, let's open up a design. And if you're working on a design and you want to see, so again, you will see the list for the whole project. You will see all the list of all the versions here for the proposals. And for individual designs, if you will go in here, you will have a view all option. Oh, not this one. So this is my design page, and there is this view all option. So it will give you the history of all the proposals for this particular designs which were created. So that's kind of how it works. Okay, now coming back to Q&A, can you please show the version control feature? Yes, the version control feature is every time you create a new proposal of the same design, a new version is created. And then, so to create a new version yourself, you just go under options and just click on make a copy. And then you give a new name or create a new version of the same thing, or the change, or with the changes which you have asked for. Can you include room drawings for XDraw in proposal? Yes, very soon we are going to, not exactly in the proposal PDF, but you'll be able to do the drawings, download in a zip file, and then you can attach it along with the PDF and send to the customer. Can I share the CSV on my product so my customers whom we may be using XTEN as well, so distributor to dealer to user to end user. This feature is, you can share the CSV, I mean, you can share the dealer, the Excel file, but you don't really have this feature of sharing between 3 tiers of, dealer, end user, and distributor. I don't know. Maybe you can connect us directly, email us at support@xtenav.com, and then maybe we can try and understand what you're saying. So Sajjad Akram is asking, does your platform do version control automatically, or is this a manual process? It kind of does automatically. So every time so let's say you go like, let me open up this. So every time you press create new, it will create a new button, a new version. Either you do it in the design phase, on the design page, or on the project page. So yeah, so it's both automatically and it's also manually as well. I have some questions around extra with small issues I have picked up. Whom can I email? So the best way is, you see this chat window, you can write to us right here, whatever issues you have. There'll be someone there to help you right away. If that person is not able to resolve your query, then our tech team or product team will get into it, and they will email you and try and understand you. If it gets more complex, we also sometimes do one-on-one calls as well. The other way is that you go under the the support and feedback section here. and from here you can create a support ticket with the issue, and you will automatically get a tracking ID and everything, and we'll start to work on the issue, and we'll get in touch with you. Okay, so I think we did pretty well in the on the timing today. If there are any other questions, please do let me know. Right now, I can spare a couple more minutes. If there are not, then I think I will call it a day. So yeah, we will be recording this webinar, and the recording will be live on our YouTube channel, and also under the trivia and tutorial sections you will see here. We have the trivia and tutorial sections here, and we have all the webinars recorded here. We've done a proposal webinar previously, which was the old proposal tool, but we'll remove this and we'll add the today's one in here. You'll also find it on our YouTube channel as well. We have some chat coming in, some questions coming in. Virender Buller is asking how secure is this means to say copy of our client details and discounted quote is shared in your server also. I mean, yeah, it's pretty secure. It's all AWS. We don't even have access to your data. We ask permissions to if we have to troubleshoot in your account. We are legally bound not to interfere and you collect your customer information or your pricing information. We cannot use that. That's part of our terms and conditions. It's AWS has the strictest security protocols, so it's pretty secure, I would say. You can be rest assured. There are almost 5,000 people around the globe who have signed up for this. There are a lot of big companies using our platform, a lot of big enterprises which have hundreds of users. So it's pretty secure. You can be rest assured about that. We comply with all the security protocols which are there with AWS. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a day unless we have some more questions. Yes, we are GDPR compliant. David, what is the cost of the software? So again, you can find a pricing on XTEN-AV.com. It is $59 for a single user and $249 for 5 users with the business plan. So it's not that expensive, and you get 3 softwares combined into one. So let me show you the pricing. So we have the basic plan, which is for individual users for $59 a month. If you pay upfront for the year, you save 25%. For businesses, that is $249 for 5 users. That's only $50 a month. Again, you're getting a CRM, you're getting a drawing software, and you're getting a proposal tool. You would pay separately a lot more on all those different softwares than what you will pay here. And again, no one gives a 25% annual discount. Okay, I think Samir Gupta is saying welcome. Thank you. We are GDPR compliant. Yes, we are GDPR compliant. Darren Scanlon, this has been very thanks, Darren. Okay, guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. Hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of your family. Keep using XTEN-AV, keep giving us feedback, and we'll keep on improving and will not disappoint you. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day, good evening, wherever you are. Bye-bye.